best to have one person hold it, like down here.
Una persona lo esté agarrando,
Move their head
que se hagan a un lado.
and stay way back.
Okay.
Person is going to hit from here.
Lo van a pegar.
Very carefully. Go ahead, Brandon. Slower, slower. Más lento. Ok, cuando no sea necesario, no tiene que detenerlo. Este es el ángulo, ¿ok? Welcome to Los Presidentes in Matamoros, Mexico. This is where we have one of our church plants, and we're working with Daniel Brambila, a great pastor who started some time back and now has about 200 people. But they started by just holding church in their house and then beside their house in their garden. And they put some concrete down and put some leftover pieces of tin and steel overhead, and that's basically where they've been having church for several years now. It has been our privilege to join hands with him for some while and working with these people, and now we've just put this church under a big top tent, and we'd like for you to see it. 25th of January, we put up this tent of 126 by 60, and so there you see it. And this is where the churches will be meeting. You also see one of the kitchens here. We're going to change what they did around the bottom. But the last Sunday before he moved into his new facility, they were having church right here. And because they were trying to identify with this area, so they had pews all the way up into that driveway, and then they had pews down this way, and they had pews this way, and he was preaching right out here from the end of, in the middle of the street. And so the very next day, we brought the tin out, and we had also put in 80 tons of gravel. And you can see here, the same day, we put in playgrounds. So what we have here is one of the most unique adventures and missions you can ever imagine. If you look at three things, components: the tent for the meetings, the playgrounds to attract the children and the parents, but the kitchen over there, which we need to outfit just like we need to outfit the other kitchen. But you see, those 100 kids are going to walk down here, and they're going to get their food made here and go inside the tent and eat off. And every day while they're eating, the pastor's going to tell them about Jesus. So you got components we've never had before. You've got a feeding program through a kitchen, you've got a playground, and you've got a tent big enough to divide the congregation even into classrooms if you wanted to. So we thank God for this. Just happened within the last few days. So we thank God for that. So we'll get out here. The pastor should be here any minute, and I want y'all just stay tight so you can be comfortable. I will get out and see. I want to go in at some point, and we'll probably have prayer with the pastor inside. I want to introduce to you our pastor, Daniel Brambila. He and his wife, Abby, founded this church in their living room, and then it went to their garden, and now we're under a big top tent. And I can't say enough about Pastor Daniel, his vision, and also the fact that he's the treasurer of the Bible school and a man that has an enormous heart for this entire area of the city. And we're on property now that has been given to us by the government. God is answering his prayers and completing his work in a special way here in 2016.
Estoy muy agradecido con Dios. Esto es lo que esperaba la iglesia para crecer.
We are very thankful to God because what we've been praying for, God has provided.
En el primer culto tuvimos como unas 250 gentes, y en la tarde, que estaba más frío, tuvimos como unas 120 gentes.
They had Sunday morning, they had 250, and then the evening it was colder and all that, they had about 150.
Vamos a tener una campaña evangelística 3 días, viernes, sábado y domingo de la próxima semana.
Next week they're going to have a 3-day evangelistic crusade here.
Para ganar almas, para que los matrimonios vengan a este lugar.
We're praying for family, husband and wives, that they will come here. They want to make it a family church. But for right now, God's got him here. They started with nothing and nobody, and you see where God's taken him because of his faith, because of his obedience. We want to pray for our pastor. So. Gracias porque en este lugar vamos a ver una cosecha como ninguna otra cosecha. En esta colonia vamos a ganar familias, matrimonios, corazones de todos los niños y los jóvenes. Ayúdanos, Padre, con más sabiduría. Ayuda a mi hermano Daniel y hermana Abby. Ayuda a ellos a desarrollar el plan tuyo para cada culto, para cada campaña, para cada mes, porque tú tienes el mejor plan, tú tienes los mejores pensamientos. Ayúdanos a entender tu voz, ayúdanos a entender el plan para nosotros, para ayudar y levantar los brazos del hermano Daniel. Ayúdanos a entender nuestra participación. Y te pedimos todas las cosas